Whoa, whoa. That sun looks bad on the camera. Here.
I think it's just the sun, because even me right now I'm blurry actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually with the Facebook Live, you can actually make it interactive, and you can add questions if you want, or a poll.
Yeah.
I just saw that right now.
Yeah. See what we could do. If not for now, next time.
Oh no, you can do that.
I'm on YouTube Live. I know I have that going.
So when you're ready, you just hit
Go live. Yep. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I wonder why the camera's so blurry though over there. But did you want to stick around or did you want to go?
I'm right here.
You good?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. We got YouTube Live. I'm about to go on Facebook Live. Man, a lot of cameras. I feel like I'm a freaking celebrity over here. Seriously. Feels good though. All right, let me get the Instagram Live. I think the only thing we're missing is Twitter, right?
Yeah, I
But
think Twitter has live. You can just post them like
yeah, okay.
when you're done. You're like, oh, I put up a topic, stuff like that.
Got it. Mm. We're about to go live. So we came back. We talked last week about how you dominate your year. Hope you took those values and you hope you put them into effect to help yourself this year. And today we have a new topic that I'd like to discuss with you guys in order to help you. And today's topic is called reverse engineering. So let me start going. So let me see. Welcome back to another episode, Invest in Your Future. I'm your host, Kenny, CEO of Corunda Group Corporation. I want to thank you guys for joining me on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, on Instagram. Um, I appreciate you guys for leaving comments, asking questions. I'm getting calls from all over the world now, people from Pakistan, from Africa, from all different continents. And if you do have questions, please reach out to us either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. You can just find us Corunda Group Corporation or corundagroup.com or info. If you want to email us, info@corundagroup.com. That's info@corundagroup.com. And if you have any further questions for us, we always appreciate the comments the crowd, from the people that are watching, the people listening, because we want to hear your feedback. We want to hear on how we're doing, good or bad news. Just reach out to us. Now, today's topic is reverse engineering. A lot of people don't understand what reverse engineering is. Funny, I was talking to my assistant and I asked him, do you know what reverse engineering is? And he had no clue what it was. No clue. So I'm guessing the general public do have no idea what reverse engineering is. And it's really just a tool. It's a tool that you could use. And it's a very important tool because it can help you in terms of whatever you're going after. Now, let's just first of all define reverse engineering so you can understand what it is, so we can kind of discuss it and learn how you can implement it and how you can use it for yourself. Now, reverse engineering, by definition, is methods of researching an existing product, business, technology on how it works and working backwards on replicating the same product or business or service or technology. In simple terms, it's copying. That's the simplest terms you can use if you want to learn what reverse engineering is. Just copying. But what you're doing is you're using what's already existing and just working backwards and working on how you can save time, resources, so you don't have to recreate the wheel. That's the biggest thing, is you want to save your time. You want to be as productive as possible by using reverse engineering. So for anything you're going after, if any goal you're going after, any business you want to start, any anything that you're thinking about, someone has done it before. Someone has thought about it before. Someone has created something similar. Someone has put it out there already. Now, they might not be alive. They might not be around. They might not be in the same country as you, but they might have a book. They might have a seminar. They might have something out there that you can use to reverse engineer on what you want to pursue. So any venture, any goal, any business, any idea, anything that you're thinking about or you want to pursue, you have to use the reverse engineering to try to get it done as quickly as possible for yourself. Now, your job is to first find the resources, find the book, find the person, and what you're going to do is study them. And you're going to learn what they did to get to where they are, because they're there because they went through some trials and tribulations for themselves. But what you want to do is you want to avoid that as much as possible. That will not, first of all, will speed up your time to get to your goal, but then also it will help you learn the process that got them there. So that's why it's called reverse engineering. It's, you want to find out, okay, this person has whatever you're going after. How did they get there? What steps did they take? What resources did they use? What team did they build? What person did they hire? What books did they read? What systems did they implement? That's what you want to focus on when you're reverse engineering anything you want. And it can come down to, if you want to start a store, if you want to start an online store selling products online, there's one company that you should really focus on reverse engineering is Amazon. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. Why do you need to recreate everything? Why do you need to recreate a brand new website, a new concept? You go to Amazon, you learn their concept, you learn the design, you learn how their buttons are designed, their text, their logos, their interactive, how they structure the products, and you just copy the exact same thing and you implement into your business. Now, you can't copy the name, obviously, for infringement rights and copy infringements, but you want to take their concept, their systems, their ideas they've invested time and money into and use it for your business. Now, that'll save you years on struggles that you might go through in terms of trying to build your business. If you want to start a restaurant, you don't want to start from scratch and try to, create new menu. Why don't you go work at a small restaurant that's successful, that has customers out the door? Go work in the kitchen, find out what recipes they're using, find out what the chef is cooking, and reverse engineer and try to take that and to bring it to your business or to your restaurant. If you want to build burgers, you don't want to start from scratch. Go follow what McDonald's is doing or Burger King is doing, what Wendy's is doing. They have a proven concept that works, that makes billions of dollars. So you don't need to start from scratch. You just need to follow what they do, their systems, and learn how to implement that into your business. Same thing. If you want to start, let's say, a clothing line, or start selling t-shirts, one of the best companies you could follow is Polo. This company's been around for years, and they rebrand here, Ralph Lauren here and there. But the company Polo, they make great shirts. And let's say you want to make kind of same kind of shirts. Now, do you have to start from scratch? No. What you can do is find out, what systems and processes they use, where they source their materials from. All this information comes down to your research, how much time you're willing to put in to find this information. But once you do, you don't have to start from scratch. Where do they source their materials from? What manufacturers do they use? Most likely China or Argentina or some third world country. You can contact these manufacturers and produce the same exact product that Polo produces. And you come up with your logo, you design your website, and start selling the same kind of shirts that Polo sells. Now, how many steps did you skip by just reverse engineering what Polo does, or what Polo has been doing for years? You save yourself time. You save yourself, the effort it takes to really go through the headaches that they went through to start from scratch. You're just skipping steps. And what you're doing by reverse engineering is using their concept, using their ideas, their systems, everything that they've created, that they've invested the time in, and using it to your advantage, and just hopping on top and using the same exact thing to build what you want to build. This comes down to anything also. If you want to get in shape, you don't need to create a new workout program. You don't need to create new, workout machines. You go find the person that's in shape and you model them. You find out what workout they do, what kind of diet they follow. It's reverse engineering. It's simple concept that you should be putting into your life to help you succeed as quickly as possible, because you want to shorten that time period from start to finish. And the way you do that is by reverse engineering. Now, if you're trying to start a high level, brand like Gucci and Louis Vuitton, you have to go to, obviously, the same kind of manufacturers that produce those kind of materials and products. But in order to be high end, you have to have the concept of high-end materials and high price points in terms of making sure that every shirt is worth the $200 that people are going to pay for it. So you have to be careful in terms of who you model and who you reverse engineer. You have to be something that's conceivable, something that you can grasp to. Now, if you can't go and follow someone else, the easiest thing to do is go work for a company that you want to kind of similar or build. That's the easiest concept. Go get a job in where you feel like this is the kind of company I want to build for myself. Go work for 6 months to a year. Put yourself in there. Think of it as free training or paid training, because they're paying you. Now, what you're doing is you're learning, obviously, on the job, but also you're researching for yourself. You're researching on how this company runs, how they hire people, how they fire people, how they, build their materials for advertising, how they market. You can take all that information because you're already in the company. You're learning from inside the company. That's the easiest way to reverse engineer, is be in the system, be in there. So that way it's easier for you to pick up the knowledge, and also it's easier for you to get a check, because if you're by yourself and you try and do everything by yourself, you're going to go broke really fast. It's tough. It's tough to be an entrepreneur. It's tough to start a business from scratch. It's tough. But if you're working for somebody else, let's say you're working for a company that sells clothes, you can learn from them and also get a check at the same time. There's a great quote out there that I'm pretty sure a lot of people maybe know. Maybe some people don't know, but it comes down to good artists copy, great artists steal. This dates back to years of, having a mentor and having someone that you could follow and copy what they're doing and steal their ideas. This is what companies do. They steal ideas from each other. And that's how they keep progressing. Because listen, if one company comes up with a great idea and the other company doesn't follow, doesn't steal it, guess what? That other company is going to be out of business within a couple of years. So most companies, they come up with a new idea, they put it out there. The next company, guess what they do? They steal the same exact idea and put it into their business model. That's what you need to do for yourself, for your business, for your health, for anything that you're trying to go after, is learn how to reverse engineer. Find out what your end goal is and work backwards from there. Use that to your advantage. Use that to progress yourself quicker and get there to an end goal as quick as possible. Businesses spend billions of dollars on marketing, on structures and systems and web design and logos and manufacturing. You don't have to spend the same amount of money. You don't have to spend the same amount of resources. You just follow what they do. Most of this information is online. Google's there. You can use it for yourself to get there as quickly as possible. You don't have to spend the billions that they spend. You just hop on their trail. Just follow. I mean, if someone is walking down a street and they've already built the street for you, why do you need to, try to create a new path? You just follow the same path. It'll get you there easier, get you there faster. And also you'll learn much faster because listen, if someone's already built something and it's working well and it's already making money, it's a proven concept. Use that to your advantage. Cut your time, cut your resources to get there as quickly as possible. And you can reverse engineer almost anything you want. You just have to put your mind to it. If it even comes down to income, if you want to make $100,000 a year, you have to work backwards. That's the end goal. You want to make $100,000 a year, and you're selling a product or you're selling a service or you're selling whatever you want to sell. Now you have to work backwards. Okay, the goal is to make $100,000 a year by 2000, whatever. How much product do I need to sell per month? You need to sell about $8,400 per month in terms of product. That comes down to about $2,000 per week. That comes down to about $300 per day to make $100,000 a year. And that's how you need to attack it, is learn on what goal am I going after? It's $100,000 a year. Okay, I need to work backwards on how much I need to make per month, how much I need to make per week, and then how much I need to make per day, because that's what it comes down to. And if you don't make that per day, you're not going to reach your goal. That's the best way to attack anything you're going after, is learn reverse engineering. It's one of the most important tools you could use. And I hope my assistant picked up some of the information too. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. And if you have any questions, like I said, contact us on info@corundagroup.com or YouTube or anywhere on the social media. We're there. And until next time. What's going on, Sean? I see you. Congratulations on the baby too. I know you had a baby. Congratulations. What's going on, Tommy? Facebook, I see you guys. Brian also, I see you. I'll see you guys later. That's next Thursday, 12 o'clock. Tell a friend. How's that?
That's good.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking of how we can do better, like getting the word out there with
Spreading the word.
Yeah.
So I had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Through Instagram.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Just figure out a way. That's all.
I'm gonna. All right. I think this whole thing is a momentum. Building up momentum and showing that.
Because there's always an easier way than paying someone to do it for you. Always.
Exactly. That's why I really want to start kind of figuring out ways to expand that knowledge. But you'll get there. Like I said, it's just, I think, consistency and spreading the word